A Canadian citizen arrested by ICE at her green card interview for being in the country illegally is desperate to get out of detention. She spent more than 25 years living in Southern California after driving through the San Diego border. Team 10 investigative reporter Austin Grabish has an exclusive interview with the mother of three and shows us the major regret her husband now has.
The only time I committed is to love this country, is to work hard and to provide for my kids.
Through tears, wearing an ICE-issued uniform, Cynthia Oliveira begs the Canadian government for help.
I really do need their help. I don't want to be in here. This is not right.
The mother of three is currently being held by ICE at this detention center in El Paso, Texas, and has no idea when she will be deported to Canada.
I'm so desperate. I've gone to 4 different facilities, and every single facility I've gone, I've told them I'll pay for my own flight. I'll pay for it.
She says her nightmare started on June 13th when she went to her green card interview at the immigration office in Chatsworth.
You thought you were going to be getting your green card, but instead they arrested you. Did they trick you?
Yes, I honestly thought I was going for my interview, for my green card interview.
They said, look, she's getting deported immediately. We reinstated her expedited removal from 1999.
Cynthia's husband, Francisco, is a U.S. citizen. He says a couple of years ago, after submitting green card paperwork, he and his wife had to have a difficult talk with their kids.
So when we filed, we let the kids know, mom is considered an illegal alien, Canadian-born citizen, and we're going to be doing this process to try to make her legal.
It's a secret Cynthia kept for years. She says her parents brought her to the United States from Toronto when she was just a little girl.
The U.S. is my country, That's where I met my husband. That's where I went to high school, junior high, elementary. That's where I had my kids.
In 1999, she says immigration officers at the Buffalo border took her into secondary screening, discovered she had been living in the country illegally, and issued a removal order before turning her back to Canada. Months later, she says she drove across the San Diego border from Mexico.
They just waved me in. They didn't ask for my citizenship.
Cynthia says she spent the next 25 years trying to live the American dream, working in LA, paying taxes, and providing for her family.
You voted for Trump. How do you feel now?
Horrible. Horrible.
What did you vote for?
I voted for change, but I didn't vote for this change.
And like her husband, she too supported President Trump's promise to launch the largest deportation program of criminals in American history.
My wife is up until 18 days ago, was a strong believer in what was going to happen the next 4 years. But we feel totally blindsided, betrayed.
Team 10 searched federal and state court records and found no criminal charges against Cynthia.
And I've never committed no crime, not one.
Francisco says it makes no sense for taxpayers to foot the bill to keep his wife locked up in El Paso when she could be deported to Canada on her own dime. According to ICE's website, it costs roughly $152 a day to detain someone.
I will fly there myself. I will be waiting at whatever terminal to pay for a ticket. I will pay for an escort.
The Canadian government says it's aware of the situation, but claimed it can't intervene. Austin Grabish, Team 10.
Team 10 asked ICE for a comment on this story over a week ago. The agency did not provide information about Cynthia's detention or say why she isn't being allowed to pay for a flight to Canada. Austin covers stories on the border, the California Medical Board, military investigations, and he's a government watchdog. You can contact him by scanning the QR code on your screen or emailing austin.grabish@10news.com.